Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Cowboys predicted to cut ties with first-round bust. The Dallas Cowboys don't have a reason to bring Trey Lance back in free agency. However, after moving assets to land him in 2023, and Cooper Rush on the free agency market, too, keeping the former first-round pick might not be out of the question just yet. The Cowboys need to land a better backup quarterback if that becomes an issue, especially with Dak Prescott coming off an injury. For Lance, he hasn't proven enough during his time in the league to be that guy the Cowboys need. Perhaps that's due to a lack of opportunity, but he's had a very average career in the NFL, to say the least. A number 3 pick in 2021, there might be a team willing to take a chance on him if the Cowboys cut ties with the youngster in free agency. Matthew Holleran of SB Nation predicted that to be the case, predicting the Cowboys would allow him to walk and Lance would sign with the New York Jets. When the Cowboys traded for Trey Lance back in August 2023, the move made little to no sense. Today, the same thing rings true, and his time in Dallas has almost certainly come to an end. There are many teams around the NFL that need a quarterback. The Dallas Cowboys, luckily, aren't one of them. Lance should find a home mainly because of all the teams that need a quarterback. Whether that's as a backup with the Cowboys or a chance to start with a team like the New York Jets, someone will sign him. Cowboys predicted to replace Dowdle with 21 touchdowns running back. The Dallas Cowboys enter the offseason with multiple needs. At the top of that list includes figuring out the running back position, an area the Cowboys truly struggled in last season. Having a lousy run game is due to many factors, but the reality is, Rico Dowdle wasn't a perfect option for the Cowboys. Dowdle is a free agent and there's a good chance he'll end up on a different team next season. For the Cowboys, replacing him won't be too difficult, but it'll come down to who they'll replace him with. There are a few under-the-radar backs on the market, including J.K. Dobbins. Brent Sableski of Bleacher Report predicted the Cowboys would land him, citing the need for a running back with Dowdle on the free agency market. Even last year, Dobbins suffered an MCL sprain. Clearly, any potential suitor will be cautious due to the extensive medical record on the running back's lower body. Yet the 26-year-old proved to still be explosive last season, particularly early in the year. If his medicals check out and considering his age, the risk may be well worth it for a team in search of a running back upgrade. The Dallas Cowboys have just entered the chat. With Ezekiel Elliott gone, again, and Rico Dowdle set to test free agency, the boys need a new lead back. Dobbins is the type of runner who can create a different dynamic in Brian Schottenheimer's offense while the team doubles down by adding another back in the draft to improve upon last season's bottom 6 ground game, Sableski wrote. The Dallas Cowboys are in a decent position to add free agents, currently holding $54 million in cap space, according to Over the Cap. Dobbins wouldn't cost much of that, with him likely getting around $5 million AAV. In a recent prediction from Sports Illustrated's Matt Verderame, he had Dobbins landing a 2-year, $10 million deal, a contract the Cowboys should be more than willing to give him. Signed by the Chargers on a no-risk deal this past offseason, Dobbins flourished with 905 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns on 4.6 yards per carry. It was a standout season for the Comeback Player of the Year candidate to help re-establish his value while helping lead the Chargers to the postseason, Verderame wrote. If there's one reason to be worried with Dobbins, it's his inability to stay healthy. The last thing the Dallas Cowboys want to deal with is an injury-riddled player. It's a rightful concern, but if he came in at $5 million to $7 million AAV, he'd be worth the risk. Dobbins has only played in more than 13 games once in his career, which came in his rookie season. During the 2024 campaign, he played in 13 games, finishing with an impressive 905 yards and 9 touchdowns, raising his career total to 21 touchdowns. If he's on the field, he's been great. If not, the Cowboys would have an issue.